Okay. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Let's go ahead and turn down these music. These music? This music. These musics. Don't you know? Alright, and then boom! Boom shakalaka. Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week. Saturday. We're getting our draw screaming on. Let's go ahead and turn on that music. Yes, welcome to the draw stream. This is our second draw stream of October. Well, actually, no, it's our first draw stream of October. I forgot that I wasn't here Wednesday. No, I was here Wednesday, wasn't I? Wait, actually, I can't even remember the timeline. No, I wasn't here Wednesday because that was when I got sick. So yeah, this is our first. Let's go ahead and, there we go, get that open. But yes. You see the title of the stream, you'll know what tonight's all about. But we're back at it. We're doing a little more illustration for Mage Hunter. Back in the saddle type shit. Jesus. Listen to me. I'm adopting the Gen Z slang. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue where we left off last time, which is inking page 7. And then once that's done, we'll go ahead and get to work inking page 8. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well tonight. Oh, hang on, guys. I gotta blow my nose a little bit. A little stuffy. Oh boy, it gets grosser every time I do it. Right, okay. I hope that's not, like, coming through. I'm not checking the audio to see. Fuck. Okay, well, whatever. We're getting right back into Mage Hunter. I was gonna bring up my notes tonight. Topic for discussion. Topic for tonight's discussion. I had something written up and now I can't remember. There we go. So, what I usually do is, if there's nobody joining me for stream tonight, or at least not immediately, what I like to do, a little bit of tabletop RPG talk. And I think tonight I want to talk about what makes a tabletop RPG good, right? How do you define whether or not a tabletop RPG is good? And this is like in terms of talking about systems and stuff like that. So it's not like our tabletop RPGs, you know, as a general concept good. It's more like what makes a good tabletop RPG in terms of like a rule book. So what makes a good tabletop system? And, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could abstract this question. A lot of different interesting ways you can go about abstracting this question. But I think when you're gauging quality for something like tabletop RPGs, you need to keep in mind two very important things. And that is, how does the roleplay in the game, or how does the roleplay mesh with the game? Which is kind of an interesting, you know, it's kind of an interesting quandary to have, because, I mean, immediately what you might say to that is like, well, it's a role-playing game, so clearly the roleplay in the game have to get along somewhat well. Because if they don't, then either it's just roleplay, or it's just a game. But the way that I think that ends up manifesting, I guess, in a lot of these different systems, at least of the ones that I've played. Obviously, no one's played every single system out there, but of the ones I've played, I think what typically designers run into is they're trying to make a game first and foremost, and then they're just sort of hoping you roleplay within the limits of the game. And that's where you get a lot of these systems that are very reliant on their specific settings and genres, which I've talked about at length in some of these other streams, some of the previous streams. But I think there's an intersection that a lot of people don't really take into account, where it's not just about, you know, the game and then the roleplay separate from the game. It's about how well the game facilitates roleplay. So I think the thesis statement should be I think the thesis statement should be the quality of a game, of a tabletop RPG system, should be determined by how well the mechanics facilitate the actual roleplay part of the game. They can't be separate. You don't want mechanics and roleplay to be separate. You don't want there to be mechanics how do I put this? No, you don't want there to be mechanics, roleplay mechanics, and then other mechanics. You want every mechanic in the ideal role-playing game. You want every mechanic to facilitate roleplay. Because it goes back to the main draw, the main appeal. Tabletop role-playing games. And that main appeal is you can tell a story, you can tell a type of story in the roleplay medium that you cannot tell in any other medium. So if the game that you're playing doesn't facilitate that storytelling aspect of the medium, like if that doesn't work hand in hand, if that isn't designed for the purpose, for that purpose, then what you've got is effectively a low quality role-playing game. Now a lot of people will be resistant to that idea, especially people who come from a more old school type of thinking, and obviously that's fine. You can play the game however you want. At the end of the day, you know, I can't tell you how to play a game. It's a bit beyond the scope of my ability. But I think something people often forget is that even those older games are designed to do something that at the time war games couldn't. And it's because war games could give you like an emergent narrative. something that comes naturally. Something that comes naturally out from play and is a result of play. A story that is made up of choices, a series of choices made by the characters within the game world as well as the players outside of the game world. The difference is the narratives that are made in war games are grand scale narratives. It's about battles and wars and how it's like I hesitate to say a Tom Clancy novel, but it's like reading a military novel where you hear about the exploits of different armies, sort of, and how they overcome obstacles to win battles in war. There's a difference between that kind of storytelling, this more objective, historically chronicled storytelling. Then there is the more personal, adventuring, a group of adventuring heroes. Like, the stories there are fundamentally different. And so a lot of wargamers recognized in those early days, in the early days of D&D, is that by putting together this fantasy world, where players take control of individual characters rather than entire armies, what they stumbled upon was a more personal form of storytelling, something that was it would be a little easier to follow and control as a narrative, because you don't have to control an entire army. It wouldn't be chronicled like an army that's fighting a war. It would be chronicled like a single heroic person going to war. Single heroic person in their, historically heroic deeds, and what you get to tell there is a more human story, something that's closer to the chest, something you can't do in war games. And so, I think at the time, there was a desire for these more personal stories. And that's kind of what spawned, in a very abstract way, that's kind of what spawned games like Dungeons and Dragons. Especially in their very early forms. Because people wanted to play individual heroes on a battlefield, not just zoom out, control entire armies. There were stories people wanted to tell, and characters people wanted to play. And you can't really accomplish that in a setting where you are moving multiple different units at once. So when wargamers get bogged down in these rules, and they'll often say, there's a time and place for roleplay, and then there's a time and place for combat. Well, what they fail to realize is the game they're playing in the first place is designed as a way to control an individual character and then make choices in combat according to how that character would act. Because if you watch a movie, let's say you're watching or you're reading Lord of the Rings, and you see the heroic exploits of the characters in Lord of the Rings, or you read about them, they're described to you within the book. The heroic exploits of Aragorn in battle. You think about that scene with Legolas riding a shield down the steps at Helm's Deep, firing off arrow after arrow, and just how cool that is to you in the moment, how cinematic it feels when you're watching it through your screen. That is the point. That is the point of the role-playing game. It's to emulate that, but it's also to emulate that story that goes on there. Because you think of Legolas as a character, first and foremost. You think about the story he goes on, the kinship he forms with the other members of the Fellowship as the story progresses. You think about all the exploits in battle, his adventure across Middle-earth. All of that comes together to form that specific narrative, but again, there's the aspect of the character. And the character is important because Legolas in that scene is the only shield surfer. He's the only one at Helm's Deep shield surfing down the flight of stairs, shooting off arrow after arrow. That's who he is as a character. That says something about who he is. So it's not that there's a version of Legolas in the story where he's a person, he's a character. And he has thoughts, and he has ideas on his own, and he speaks, and he negotiates, and he's got this history with his elvish heritage, and then he's got this history with the elves and the dwarves being kind of at odds due to historical circumstances. And then you have Combat Legolas, who is a different character altogether in combat. That doesn't exist in those stories, and it shouldn't exist. Ideally, it shouldn't exist in the tabletop RPG. But a lot of old school gamers, what they'll do is they'll focus on these rules, and they'll say, okay, in every combat encounter, I have these rules to play within. And so, it doesn't matter how my character is set up in the game. The rules exist to govern effectively in their minds. Maybe this is, maybe this isn't true, but this is definitely how I see it. In their minds, they work within the rules in order to get through the combats as efficiently as possible. Now, typically, that's not like a bad thing, right? That's not a negative towards anybody. But if you're thinking in terms of roleplay, where the roleplay never stops, then a lot of those more efficient things that you do in combat, right? Those steps you take to end the combat quicker, those become... those can sometimes run counter to who the character is, how the character acts. So what you'll get is players who have their characters act one way outside of combat, and then have their characters work a completely different way once they enter combat, because they're more focused on playing the game by the rules when combat starts. So they'll separate things like combat and roleplay into two different groups. When really, the great thing about tabletop RPGs is you can roleplay through your combat. So when we talk about what makes a good RPG, right? When we talk about how you gauge the quality of the mechanics and how they interact with roleplay, how those two things are interconnected. What you want to see, and what I think denotes a a good combat, or a good combat. What denotes a good tabletop RPG is whether or not the mechanics surrounding the game. That includes combat, that includes adventuring, that includes just making the character in general. All of those things have to be geared towards the goal of keeping players within acting in character. What you're essentially trying to do is you're trying to build a system that gets players to make choices as their character would make choices. Not something that would end the combat faster or necessarily be better. You're not looking for the best option in a list. You're looking for the option in the list that best describes your character, and in doing so allows you to excel at the game. So it is in any game, it's all about the incentives that you create, and you create incentives through engineering and designing mechanics. You know, it's as simple as you give a character a set number of health hit points in your game, and boom, you're incentivizing a whole laundry list of different things in that character's mind, in that player's mind. You're incentivizing, okay, I shouldn't be getting hit here. I can't get hit. Or, I mean, again, depending on how hit points are set up, it could be you're incentivizing, I have this number of points that of damage, points of damage that I can take before my character dies. So my character, having this knowledge as well, is going to act in ways that are going to attempt to preserve their physical health for as long as they can so they can keep fighting. So you're creating incentives that then mesh together with that roleplay, and that actually encourages the roleplay in a positive manner. So when I talk about, what makes a good tabletop RPG system, what it really comes down to is how well do the mechanics facilitate roleplay. Not if it has good combat mechanics and good roleplay mechanics, but if those combat mechanics are also good roleplay mechanics. And again, because everything is about designing incentive structures, a lot of what you have to do with these games is you have to engineer them in different ways in order to facilitate the kind of play that you're looking for. And if it's a tabletop role-playing game, the kind of play you're looking for should be your roleplay. Like, that just makes sense to me, I guess. Maybe not to everybody, but I'm not everybody. I'm not going to have all the answers for why people feel differently. That is up to other people to articulate for themselves. My point is primarily the idea that I think quality is determined by how well, again, thesis statement, the quality of a game is determined by how well the mechanics, how naturally, let's say, the mechanics facilitate the act of roleplay. Because again, I keep saying because again, but really, again, what I'm trying to say is it becomes a matter of if you want to play these games and you want to create that emergent narrative, to have that emergent narrative follow you, because that's what draws people to the game. It is the perpetual motion engine that keeps people coming back. It stimulates people's creative nerves, right? It gets those creative juices flowing, and people like seeing when these stories sort of come together naturally. And it's fun. It's fun to do this. So when, you know, if that's what you're looking for in the game, is that narrative, is that collaborative narrative that just ebbs and flows naturally, then the quality of the game is going to be determined by how well the mechanics facilitate that narrative. And I call it a perpetual motion machine earlier because that's what I really do think that's what it is. Because the game, if you get like a group of really good role players together, and I've seen it a couple times. I've seen this happen a couple of times in my life, and I've always been envious of games like this, because these have always been the type of games I've wanted to play. But you get a group of really good role players together, and it looks like the game plays itself. What I mean by that is that the players will act, and then the GM, the game master, will have the world around them react. And then the players act upon how the world reacts, and there's this just back and forth, but it's hidden. It's not hidden, but it's understated. It's implied. You know, you're not really, no one there is saying this happens, so then this happens. It's all happening at the table. And it's great because it happens so naturally, and they're, you know, good games. You like, there's not a whole lot of stoppage. Things are flowing pretty well, and there's like this really good chemistry between the players. There's this really good rhythm and pace that's built up as the game is played, and it becomes infectious. You know, it's interesting because I tell my friends a lot, you know, I never really watch live plays. And the reason I tell them this is because every time I watch a live play, I end up just thinking, man, I wish I was playing this, you know. I would have done this with that character. I would have tried to pivot to telling this kind of story with the character. And then, you know, your brain starts moving, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a cool idea. Yeah, that's great. You know, that's something I want in my story. I want to tell that story. And then it's like, okay, well, now I just want to play the game. Like, I don't want to watch other people have this fun. I want to be the one having the fun. So, you know, it's I think that's what's so great about role-playing games, is that you get to build up these, almost like everybody's co-writing, you know, some kind of novel. And I think what's even better is that the novel doesn't even have to be all that good. Like, you could write down what happens verbatim in the game. And, like, it doesn't matter if it's like, oh yeah, this is a really good story, you know, this is high quality fiction. Because it's probably not. It's going to be rough. There's going to be a lot of ums and ahs. And, you know, that's perfectly fine. That's okay. And there's no other form of medium where you can really do that. Where you can have dialogue sound unwieldy and silly, and everybody's still come away with like a really with the sense that they've been part of this very compelling story, that they've helped write this incredibly compelling story. You can't get that in other mediums. So it's always been really important to me that that roleplay in a system is made tantamount, even if I didn't realize it at first. And, you know, for a while, I was just really obsessed with mechanics. I didn't really care much for, like, how, you know, how the mechanics facilitated roleplay. You know, I wasn't interested. I thought I wasn't interested because I thought the game aspect was why I was playing it. The truth is, I was never playing it because for the game. I was never playing it for the mechanics. I was never playing it for the combat. I was playing it because I wanted to tell a story. And I wanted to tell a story with other people in a way that only tabletop RPGs could. Because a lot of it's improv, a lot of it is just being natural, having things come up naturally. You know? So I think ultimately that's where I stand on that concept. But it's always fascinating to me to ask people what do they think makes a good role-playing game. Now, I've gotten a lot of different answers to that question, but I think they're all grasping at the same kind of idea, but I think they all kind of fall short in the same way. But I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm opining for something that is unreasonable to expect from others, just because I experienced it once so long ago. But I think the feeling I had then was really compelling, and I would love to impart that same experience onto other people if I could. So that's why I have such a keen interest in role-playing games. But another reason why I have such a keen interest in tabletop games actually ties into Mage Hunter. And it really ties into all of my comics. A lot of how I tell stories kind of comes from mine or other people's tabletop role-playing experiences. That's gonna sound weird, because it's like, okay, wouldn't you take most of your inspiration from, you know, from other stories, or, you know, just thinking about things as they would occur naturally? And sure, I would argue that that's where most of my inspiration comes from, is other stories, undoubtedly. But I think one thing that I really can't deny is that a lot of my inspiration for even just simple characters or simple character concepts, how they act in high stress combat scenarios, or, you know, how they interact with each other in ways that are a little more human feeling than if it was in a word winning movie script or a famously overwritten novel or something to that effect. And that's because I'll write conversations that have been had in role-playing games. You know, I'll get my ideas for different, I guess, different character interactions based on two people pretending to be somebody they're not, sitting across from each other at a table, rolling dice, and then just arguing with each other. And I think because that's such a heavy inspiration for my work, it kind of just bleeds into my fascination. Bleeds into my fascination with tabletop games as well. So yeah, that's kind of my introductory. That's my introductory ramble for tonight's stream. I don't know if I have much more to say on the topic than that. Where's the toad? And no, I have no idea what this rant is about. I just got here. The toad is will be gone for a while. I guess I could just put him back on, realistically, but I haven't gotten around to it due to the festive nature of the redraw here. The redraw, the talking head. We're switching things up for Halloween. That's the idea. But you already know this. You were here on Thursday. You already know the toad is gone. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for this. Truly the O face. No, not really. Although I keep going back and forth on the placement of her features here. I don't know. Maybe it's the sketch layer that's messing me up. I don't know. I'm gonna pretend I don't see how weird the arms look in proportion to the rest of her body, because I don't want to think about it right now. I hate YouTube's shadow ban. Sorry, buddy. You're just gonna have to live with it. You're just gonna have to fight it for forever now. If you want to talk in my chat, that's just how it's gonna have to be. Tasty beer. Okay. I guess I should address some channel news. That could probably be good. Channel news is doing a thing, doing a Minecraft thing. That might be fun. Might abandon it halfway through again. I don't know yet. But I don't know. First recording was today, and I thought it went pretty well. So I'm excited for that. I have a video to edit. Hopefully it won't be longer than 20 minutes, but I make no promises. But videos are coming to the channel again. I'm gonna do videos once more. Just DM you the details? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that. You're gonna have to be a little more specific, sir. Oh, I forgot to draw the books. I gotta draw the book. I gotta draw the books. Very important. She's clutching the chair, for fuck's sake. It's an O face. Okay, you can be exhausted and clutch a chair, and it not. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you need it to be an O face so bad. I feel like that should the spine of the book should probably be in perspective. But I'm not gonna draw it in perspective. I'm not gonna do that. Fuck you. It's also like bloody hot in my room right now. It's just kind of sucky at the moment. But it's okay. It's alright. I can deal with sucky. What I can't deal with is how I'm fucking this up so badly. Nobody, you're drawing orgasming women here. Whatever you say, pal. Show us your E621 page. Don't have one. Nothing to see. But I imagine that answer won't satisfy the likes of Breadman. I had a pretty decent opening rant, but now I can't really think of anything else to go on about, so... videos coming to the channel. That's about all I can say on that. It's gonna be exciting. You should be excited. If you're not excited, I'll kill you. I have no qualms about that. There is no line, no moral line I won't cross to make you excited. Yeah, I think if anybody who's been on the internet long enough, probably knows what E621 is at this point. Like, I don't think you can go very long on the internet without finding out about it. Maybe if you're like a boomer and all you use the internet for is like Craigslist and Facebook. Actually, you probably wouldn't even use it for Craigslist. You would just use it for Facebook and Facebook Marketplace. But otherwise, if you're using the internet and like the full scope of the internet, you probably know what E621 is. I was cursed with that knowledge long before I met you, Brito. Alright. Give her some bags. Give her some bags under those eyes. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, and right, I probably need to finish detailing some of this. So I wanted to add a little more detail to the trees and the grass here. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's just the house. Oh no. Uh-oh. What was that layer that I merged everything with? Wait, no idea. No clue. All of that's on one layer. We might as well make a separate layer for this, just so I can backtrack on any bad ideas. Of which I'm sure there will be lots of. I don't know what's going on with my music here. I don't... Somebody wanted to do something very, very avant-garde here with the music. Going for like a shopping aesthetic or something. Can't say I was super big on that. Well, it's a very specific genre of content. DeviantArt is also there somewhere. I mean, yeah, but it's just like it's a kind of content that you're probably gonna run into. That wasn't a hospital heart monitor. That was more like a like one of those barcode scanners they use at checkout. Sounded more like somebody scanning stuff in for you. Well, you're shopping at Kroger or something. Not that I expect you to know what Kroger is. Yeah. What's a Kroger? Well, I don't know what a Kroger is. Kroger is a chain of grocery stores in the United States. Particularly a chain that I shop at quite a bit. It's where I get my beer. Yum yum yum. I love my beer. Funny guy. Funny guy. No, we will not put the Krogers in chains on. Whatever that means. I mean, I know what you mean, but I'm gonna pretend I don't. Because I think that'll make YouTube like me better. Okay. I don't know what you want me to say, but the fact that you want me to say it makes me not want to say it, whatever it is. Ugh, my stuffy nose is kind of messing me up. That was actually something I was struggling a lot with while trying to talk on stream. It's the fact I couldn't say anything without my nose getting ridiculously stuffy. I don't know if I should stick with this for the bushes or just do that. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna fix the shit out of that bush. There you are. There you go. That should do it. Hello, Leo. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello. What is up? How is it going for you?
It's going okay. I've just been kind of chatting with Bretto here.
Oh, yeah?
Attempting to speak, but a lot of the times my congestion just gets in the way of that. The delay between you reading my silly comments and coming up with a normal YouTube-friendly response is noticeable. I think it's just the delay in the stream. Are pharmacy meds also expensive in US America, or is it just for the hospital services? Meds are also expensive, yes.
Something, $300 per insulin shot or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Where, when everywhere else, it's like $20 a pop.
Yeah, it's a mixture of US patent laws, kind of being fucking crazy. Because we have, like, this really strong concept of property rights. But it's also because a lot of the government funding for medication ends up going towards developing and supplying other countries with meds. Because what the other countries do to keep the cost down is they price fix. And if you price fix medication, there's still labor that goes into making the medication, packaging the medication, shipping the medication, that kind of stuff. Every time you do a batch of medication, you have to run all of these different, like, chemical checks on it to make sure it's, in keeping with regulation and it's correct and it's not gonna kill somebody because you got, like, a single dose of, or too much of a single ingredient in it. So, while the other countries are price fixing the medicines that we produce, we have to then cover the cost that they aren't paying. So it creates kind of this terrible, horrible, awful backfiring that makes it more expensive for us. But the patent law isn't helping. The way pharmaceuticals are set up and how much influence they have on legislation in the first place isn't helping. But like anything, like with any problem here in the US, it's made so ridiculously complicated that going about fixing it is virtually impossible. If I get a cold, I just rinse everything with nitrofurazone and take some zinc, which would cost me less than $1. I'm gonna be so honest, I don't even know what nitrofurazone is. I mean, that just sounds like a made-up fucking word. Brett, are you slinging some snake oil over there? Is that what's going on? Trying to sell me some shit? So what's up with you, Leo? You still playing Minecraft?
No, actually, I stopped.
Right on.
I
What you
want
up
to
to?
play Abiotic Factor.
Oh yeah. By yourself, or do you have a group of people who are you're playing that with?
I'm waiting for someone.
Is that someone Filbert? You gonna
Mayhap.
shit in your bed in the abiotic factor?
Yes, correct.
Terrifying prospect. Trade name Furison. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it.
It's a fun game.
Oh, I'm talking about chat. I've heard of Abionical Factor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the name of the game, right? For true.
Yep.
Close enough, he said. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. That was good, I like that. So I'm doing a little detailing work on page 7 here. Trying to get the background on this, this establishing shot to look a little bit better. Hopefully get rid of some of this, wow, what do they call it? It's not like... It's like blank space. To that degree. Hello, Filbert! Welcome to the stream.
Ni hao Kailan, man.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of Asian, so let's cool it. Cool their jets here. You sound particularly dead inside. What's up?
I got up about an hour ago. This guy Leo is like the opposite of punctual. My arms are so fucking sore from moving like 100+ gallons of hydraulic fluid by hand today, I can't even lift them above my head.
Damn. Damn. Do you guys not have like pallet jacks or forklifts for all that?
Everything's tied up because we're reorganizing the entire store. We had our regional manager come down the other day, Thursday, and decide, yep, everything's gotta change.
Love it when that kind of stuff happens.
I mean, because they are literally paid to fix what's not broken, because otherwise they're not doing anything.
No, my store is very broken. I just don't know that he'll fix it.
Many have tried. Just as many have failed. You can treat literally everything with it. Every intentional new hole in your body. Ask your local pharmacy. I don't know if I want to pump drugs like that into my body. The cure-alls tend to have long-term side effects that you don't see until way down the line. It's just a little bit of congestion. It's not gonna kill me.
Chat, he says he's gonna wake up in the Peter Griffin death pose tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. Alright, Filbert. Now I gotta ask you the question. Because I did the rant at the beginning of the stream. When it was just me and the infinite void.
Yeah.
But... What would you say... is the primary factor in determining what makes a good tabletop role-playing system?
For me personally, it's meaningful build diversity. A lot of systems seem to forget this and try to like really push the roleplay factor, but like I could roleplay in any system. The ones that really kill me are the ones that call themselves rules lights, and they're more like pamphlets than actual books. And they're like 3 rules, or yeah. So this game doesn't involve any dice except for like this one very super specific circumstance. And the DM has to come up with everything on the fly. Have fun, smiley face. It's like, why did I pay you for this?
Fascinating. Yeah, okay, so you had, like, basically the opposite. Well, maybe not the opposite, but it's a very different answer to what I gave. But I'm gonna wait till Leo gets back so I can ask him the same thing.
I'm
Leo.
already here.
Oh my god,
never
he's
gets
already
back.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, Leo. What is, for you, what is the single most important metric in defining a good tabletop RPG system?
I want all the actions.
Interesting.
I like having a lot of options during combat and during what is exploration, because I don't like when a skill or situation is just too vague that you can literally roll anything and like it doesn't matter, it's just gonna get resolved. But the most fun I've ever had is when I'm coming up with shit based on the actions I have available to, like, I don't know, freeze up a puddle of water to hamper some enemies, or make a perception check to notice a chandelier and like shoot it to bring it down.
Huh.
So yeah,
I don't know how much of that
want
you could
all the
realistically litigate in or bake into the mechanics of a thing. Drinking again? You're becoming an alcoholic. Darla, buddy. There's some very important information I need to impart to you. I've been an alcoholic. This is my hobby. Streaming? That's like a job. Drinking? That's my hobby.
Dude, YouTube, they notified me by email like 45 minutes ago. They said your channel hasn't been getting enough views. You've lost access to advanced content features. I didn't know I ever had them.
Oh no, what will he ever do without his advanced content features?
Yeah, I can't. It says I've lost the ability to pin messages. Fuck. Also, Leo, why did you mute yourself in Discord?
Background noise, if I had to guess.
Leo, you should kill yourself.
Leo, you should not do that. You should kill Filbert instead.
He can kill the man, but not the idea. I'm like a concept, dude.
I don't need him to kill the idea. I just need him to kill you. The idea can stay. That's fine. I don't care.
Guys, don't do
so
this to me.
Anyways, hi Leo and Filbert, says Darla in the chat.
How fucking dare you say hi to me? You know who the fuck I am.
Oh no, he's gonna do the Tony Soprano thing now. It's infectious.
No, I don't have the energy for that.
But yeah, I asked the question, Filbert and Leo. So I went on a bit of a rant when I started up stream, because I wanted to start off strong. I wanted to start off talking incoherently, babbling as if I had just had God changed my language while working on a tower. There's no way to really make that fucking joke land. I think that was just poor planning. But the rant was about what I thought made a good tabletop RPG system. And kind of the conclusion I've been coming to time and time again is, and I guess this is just me, given your guys' answers. But the answer I've come to is that a good tabletop RPG, I think, is one that uses its mechanics to facilitate the act of playing a character and encouraging. Holy mother of background noise! Oh my god! Oh
Yeah, they
my
decided
god!
to turn on the food disposal.
That was so loud. What was I saying? Shit, I was going somewhere with that.
Something about allowing you to play a character.
Yeah. So, like, mechanics that facilitate not just, I guess, playing a character, right? But mechanics that facilitate that emergent narrative between players. Sounds like an extinguisher spraying. Yeah, a garbage disposal, apparently, Darla. You'll have to take that up with the creatures that live amongst Filbert.
Malnourishment?
But yeah, you could have stuff like build diversity, or I guess lots of action economy in a game. Although with Leo's thing, it just sounds like he wants to do more in tabletop games, but he's constantly hampered by the fact that rulings probably don't allow him. I think that might be more of like a GM to GM thing, though. Like, if you can't just, while playing a game, ask the GM, is there a chandelier in the room? And the GM says, yes. And then you say, okay, I position myself to shoot the chandelier so that it falls on top of, on top of my enemies. And then the GM says, yes. Alright, roll for it. We'll see how it goes. Then I think that's... Because obviously, mechanics in a game can't always account for every little thing the player is going to try to do. So, like, you just have to get in that headspace where you're doing it.
See, Leo doesn't get to complain that I don't do dynamic fights. We've had fights in our Pathfinder campaign, specifically my cyberpunk themed one, where they've collapsed entire skyscrapers fighting elementals and shit. So
I low-key lost the plot. Yeah, sorry, Darla. We're having kind of a bit of several conversations.
We're talking about tabletop sim here.
We're having...
Tabletop, not simulators.
Not sim.
Tabletop sim, Darla.
Not sim. We're not talking about tabletop sim. No, we're having a few different conversations going at once here. But we are mainly talking about tabletop role-playing games. Because I have a single-track mind and can only think about one thing at a time.
I think the term you were looking for is a one-track mind, Mr. Gordon.
I'm gonna hurt you. Probably emotionally. But yeah, and when people say like, "Oh yeah, I have like interesting, I guess, combat encounters or something to that effect," it's always like kind of a gamble about what they mean by that. Because I've run a lot of combat encounters that I thought were like quote unquote interesting, but it's just because I had a combat encounter that had a solution other than doing enough damage until the enemy dies. Which realistically that should be every combat encounter. Like every combat encounter should be pretty open-ended as to how it can be resolved.
Even fighting wolves?
Yeah. I mean, given that your players can be resourceful about that kind of thing, or at least they could play a resourceful character. There's probably, I can already think of a couple ways to, I guess, to resolve encounters with even one-track mind monsters. Right? Very single-minded monsters. That you can resolve those encounters without combat, essentially. So, or at least you should be able to, was my point.
Oh, Leo finally joined the game. How nice.
Hello?
Their factor is abiotic.
It's true. I'm probably just gonna mute the in-game mic, Leo. I'll be real.
I also put it on push to talk.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Let's get a little cross-hatching in there. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever... I assume not. But I don't know if you've ever played tabletop RPG, Darla.
Leo, I have radiation poisoning.
I doubt Bretto has. There's a chance, but I doubt.
Dang. I also added all the upgrades to our workbench, by the by.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm of the opinion that it can be satisfying when an encounter has more complicated ways to resolve it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with having a good old-fashioned combat as combat. If your players aren't looking for that, I mean, that's something to talk about beforehand. I said with my campaign, my current one, most of my players aren't really there for the combat, they're there for the world building and the character roleplay. So the fact that combat encounters have kind of, for the most part, been, on and off, like sometimes they're whatever, sometimes half the party gets KO'd, and for the most of them, doesn't really matter. There's like one dude in the party that's like super into combat, and he's the one mostly dominating combat because he's totally spec towards that. It's whatever.
Yeah. Well, my point was more so that, obviously, you don't design things with solutions in mind. You give the tools to the player to come up with their solutions, and if their solution is to just beat it to death in a war of attrition, a war of HP attrition, then that's what they're gonna do, and that's what their characters are. That's how their characters resolve those problems, and that's the point. It's the character that's king. Oh, yeah. That, I feel like that's most baby's first D&D exposure. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows how to actually play the game. Everybody, like, quote-unquote, makes characters. And then everybody gives it a shot, and it, like, because nobody knows what they're doing, nothing goes well. Yeah, I don't know. And D&D is not like a great system by any means. I mean, certainly not by my metrics, which were stated at the beginning of the stream.
Wow, I just one-shot that one.
But yeah, sometimes just going into something without into something like tabletop RPGs without like a clear idea of what it is it's like playing Terraria, not realizing that
God
Terraria
damn it.
is a game where you kill monsters to get better gear.
Come on, bitch boy! He's dead. There we go.
Which is how I was introduced to Terraria. So I'm speaking from experience here.
Listen, I offer to teach you every time, but every time you go, no, no, no.
I mean, I just kind of lost interest in trying to learn Terraria after the first few times. Because I think I tried to
With
play...
other people?
Yeah, I tried to play it 3 times with other people and once on my own. And I just didn't want to... I just didn't feel like playing a game with a guide open in order to progress, you know?
There's literally an in-game guide you can talk to, bud.
Is he an NPC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I went a long time before I realized I had to build, like, rooms in a house.
Lucky for you, the next major update fixes that.
But again, like, my interest in the game, like, it's moonlighted. It's gone. It's no longer
This
here.
guy's just a lamer, Leo.
Listen, I'm not gonna
Fair
ask you
intro.
to try and figure out how to play fucking Minecraft again so we can play together, alright? Calm down.
What?
You heard me.
Huh?
You heard what I said.
I don't feel so. I am fucking dying of radiation poisoning right now,
Oh, I
dude.
did play a Halo type tabletop. That was easier. Was it Flashpoint? Because that's like a skirmish game. Those are kind of
Leo.
like war games, but
Take these,
fewer
dumbass.
troops. Which I guess in a sense are similar because a lot of role-playing games come from those old war games. But as I explained at the beginning of the stream, nerd emoji. As I explained during the beginning of the stream, the reason why tabletop RPGs exist, even with war games, is because personal stories are more interesting to certain types of players than large swath narrative, military narratives that come about as a result of commanding an entire army.
Leo, I made soup. It's sitting on the counter.
Sorry about that.
Also,
Thank you.
come on, whore. We're gonna go kill robots. I've threw up everywhere.
Yeah, you're gross.
You threw up on his bed?
I'm still irradiated, dude. I can't help it. They put rads in my soup.
They put rads in his soup.
Man, whatever you say, buddy.
Where the I just killed everyone. Where the fuck did you come from? Get off my goddamn lawn.
Dude, calm down. You're starting to sound like your grandpa. Filbert, are you okay? Oh, game. Yes, they're playing
these goddamn pests.
I don't know if you know what abiotic factor is. I barely know what abiotic factor is, but they're playing abionical factor.
It's the game where I shit in Leo's bed.
It happens to be that game, yes.
So we probably at least mentioned it. Maybe not by name, but we did mention it. I don't. I low-key thought it was Rust. You could probably shit in people's beds and rest. That's probably a thing.
Me when I break into someone's house and rust just to take a fucking Polaroid photo of them.
So true. You slurping on something, Mr. Filbert?
Yeah.
Oh, that was gnarly. That was gnarly in my ears.
Leo, what the fuck are you crafting?
Oh, I didn't
why do you
realize my music paused.
Because I was waiting for you to go hunt robots, not shit in your bed.
Oh, shit in his bed. Darla says in all caps.
It's too late. I just did.
The abuse continues. Nothing has changed.
You fucking whatever, man.
Sadly, it is just a reality of life.
No, I think Filbert's just a monster.
He might be.
Maybe.
It only took me fucking 4 bottles of iodine tablets. I'm no longer irradiated.
Well, maybe you should be.
He shut the radiation out.
Alright.
You know way. Keep yourself, Filbert. Please, keep yourself safe. Oh, I guess keep yourself, Filbert was a typo.
They're weak to blunt weapons, by the way. Something you would know if you read your codex.
Darla, hit this man with the nerd emoji. Get his ass.
To be honest, I don't really know. I mean, I guess there is a robot over this way.
Dude. Is he abiotic?
Hey, Leo, back up.
A factor, even? Alright, tree time. Are you guys ready for trees? Yeah! Get him! Get him! Filbert. Filbert, Darla hit you with the nerd emoji. How do you respond?
Darla, I'm killing a robot right now. What are you doing?
Oh, watching my stream, which is infinitely more valuable and contributes infinitely more to society.
Sweet. Pick up
Next
the scraps,
question.
Leo! Oh, what, you want some?
That's you, Filbert.
Fucking. These aliens think they have anything on me, dude.
You're on me, get off me.
Do you wanna do something else now?
No, more robots, what?
Okay. Can you wait a quick second? It's not going to take more than a minute.
Leo said, I would rather do anything other than these fucking robots.
I just automated the entire process for him. He's the one that brought one to our base last time, okay?
Darla wants you to stop yelling at Leo.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's just gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
I wasn't yelling at Leo, okay? I was yelling at the aliens.
No, you were definitely sounding like you were
He was
yelling
yelling at me for not killing them fast enough. You know how it is.
Well, that's hardly a good reason to yell at somebody.
Fucking stupid ass carbuncle. Oh no.
Carbuncle sounds like a sounds like a slur. Leo, fight back, please.
There is
Yeah,
no
Leo.
fighting back. There's only suffering here, Darla.
You gotta stand up for yourself, buddy. You gotta show that Phil guy who's boss.
Oh, I see. This is the robot you already fought. Which means the next one's in the lobby, I guess.
Probably.
Man, I so badly just want to say screw the copyright claims and just play Toe instead of whatever I'm listening to right now. That's real math rock. That's the rich man's math rock.
I'm absolutely filthy. I could get sick, says the video game.
Well, clean yourself up. Take a shower,
I'm
Stinko.
too busy butchering Xenos. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, well, I don't care how busy you are butchering Xenos. You smell like a dumpster.
Ugh. I'll just
reek
wash myself in the sink real quick. It's fine.
like a crack den.
Where? There. Fucking. I will butcher your entire species. Leo, where the hell are you? Where'd you go, buddy?
I'm in the lobby.
Okay, I was busy butchering all the corpses.
What, for food?
Yes.
Are they tasty?
I will behave.
They're alright.
Well, if they're
but-
alright.
But by the way, Phil,
Yeah.
get back here.
You know, that's acceptable if they're alright.
I see, finally.
Oh, hatching my beloved. Okay.
This is the scientific way to kill robots, Leo. No more 300 crossbow bolts into their fucking eye.
Clearly, the only good clanker is a dead clanker.
I forget if there's a robot over
Hey,
here or not.
watch it. My brother-in-law is a clanker.
Fucking oil eaters in my goddamn COD lobbies. No, there's not one over there. I think there's one up on the second floor through the elevator.
Oh yeah.
Also, Leo, I left you in the dust, dude. I'm a speed racer. I'm sorry.
Speed racer.
Speed racist.
Leo, no slurs. They trigger me. No. My trigger words.
Oh, Darla. Robots aren't people. Yeah, I've lost all respect for them after bots destroyed my favorite game, TF2.
Gah.
Listen, buddy, you're just mad you're not on the slur leaderboard. Shut up.
That I do not show up in the leaderboard. This is misinformation.
Did you already go up to the second floor?
Yeah. I thought you were already gonna be there, so...
No, I had to take a quick nap because I was about to die from exhaustion.
This guy.
This motherfucker
went
has
to that?
fully kitted armor.
Yeah.
I'm out here running around with like a destruction helmet and a club, bro. What the f-
Is that supposed to make you better than him?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
it's
a
not
real
working.
working man.
You should find a different outfit, because clearly it is not working.
Fucking stupid goddamn pests.
That read visually? Can I get away with that? Oh, excuse me. That was... Damn. Wasn't expecting
there's the robot.
that.
Dude.
Dude.
Where are you? Oh, here. Okay. Gilbert, go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
We're fighting robots. They can wait.
Gilbert, I can smell you from here. You know, I tried to make a Halloween costume for my avatar like my friend did, who dressed up as a witch. Ended up making an entity you'd see in Hellraiser or Saw. Stop shitting yourself, Gilbert, I swear to God.
You just don't understand me, Darla. You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
We do what we do, not because people appreciate it, but in the name of science.
Oh, that's why? God,
Yeah,
now it makes
that's
even
why.
less sense.
All right, Leo, I need you to harvest the supplies.
I'm the supplies. Wink, wink.
Which supplies?
Break the computers and shit. We need components for power cells.
Bill, do you have the stream open?
I do not. Actually, I do. What's up?
I need you to read what Darla sent you.
Listen, Darla. Some days, it's all that means anything.
It's all that means anything. He's unhinged. Only God can stop him now.
I found a rubber band ball.
Wish push. Wish we. Wished wash.
I gotta go deposit and then I'll break the computers and stuff.
And deposits are what I call it when I shit on Leo's bed.
Horrible. Awful. Skull emoji, says Darla.
I'm like a Olympic sprinter these days. How I be running to Leo's bed.
You don't have to keep doing it to him. You have a choice. It doesn't have to be this way every time, Filbert.
See, that's just what you think. E-H-A-V.
I'm saying this as a concerned friend.
I'm gonna put you in the Choppinator. Keep it up.
Maybe I like the Choppinator, huh? Maybe I like being in there. Maybe it's
You won't
cozy.
for long.
But yeah, I mean, if I had to be in there while you were in there, I don't think I'd like that very much. You'd probably shit on me.
Yeah, and you'd fucking deserve it.
No. I so rarely
Hey,
do.
Filbert,
What's up?
do me a favor and either start cooking or scrapping all the food we have in the fridge because it's about to go bad.
That is what I've been working on. I didn't realize we had a second pot.
Do some light hatching. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay.
And do what I can.
Dude, my wrist is gonna hate me after this.
My wrists always hate me.
Yeah, well, you've just got that kind of face. Alright, I am going to be right back. I have to grab myself another beer. So, please excuse me for the time being.
Alright, hey Darla, I need you to stop insulting me. It's honestly, it's really mean, it's really rude of you, I don't appreciate it, you know.
It's okay, Darla. He doesn't hit me every day.
Listen, if he's getting a hit, it's because he deserves it. I just need you to know that. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna cook like a million pieces of shmeat. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick while that cooks.
Okay.
Oh, I'm back. Let's take a look.
By the way, where did you find that big ass head backpack?
There's a hidden area under the office sector that has one. I don't know if there's a second one around this level or not.
Okay.
All right, I made more soup, buddy.
Great. I'm gonna keep breaking shit. Apparently, one of Darla's messages got hidden. And
Yeah.
Brother saying, oh, even random people hate Filbert too. You know, the usual.
Yeah. Listen, Darla would never hate me. I'm the nicest and coolest friend Leo has.
Yeah, right. By the way, I have to tab out to read your messages, Darla. That's why I'm taking exorbitantly long.
You know what, Darla? I'll show your messages. I'll show what YouTube is trying to hide from the world. I like how YouTube did block Darla from sending a message that said Clanker. That's actually really funny. Alright, Leah, there's a pot of meaty stew and a pot of pest goulash, man.
Nice.
All right, well,
And
that
I'm just gonna...
took significantly longer than it was supposed to, but I'm back.
Also, can you tell me why the fridge is over by the workstation instead of by the stove?
Wait, his name isn't Filbert? Who told you his name wasn't Filbert?
Bretta.
He's a phony all the way through. I see. No. Filbert is a trusted moderator. Anyway, the reason why it took me so long to get a friggin' beer, because my sister-in-law's dog took a nasty dump on the kitchen floor and I had to clean it. So that was very cool. It was very epic.
It's awesome.
I didn't know you double timed as Kingpin's sister-in-law dog, Filbert.
You can't do this to me.
I can.
How do you think I know him? You think I meet a guy like Filbert just like on the street or something?
I thought it was like a Florida man encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a Yakuza encounter. He bumped into me on the street, you know?
This is music, all right. I think we need a change. I think we need a change in pace here. Something a little less.
You're free to
Noise.
move the refrigerator. It's just that I put it there before the development of the.
Filbert had a power
multiple
trip while you were out. Check the
truck
stream
lights.
recording later. The street is exactly where you find people like Filbert. That's where he belongs. Brito, I could say the same thing about you and it would be just as accurate. Go Christmas music again. It's probably in this playlist.
I went on such a power trip that I allowed YouTube. I allowed Darla's messages that just said "fuck YouTube" to be shown.
Based. Wait, that's it?
Can you believe that she tried to send a message that said "clanker" and it hit it?
That's so funny. Ha! They're privy. They know.
You know, Leo, you're supposed to be the chef here, but I'm pretty sure my cooking level's higher than yours now.
Hey, he's doing his best.
That's how high is it?
Mine is now at 9.
That is correct. You are
He's a master
currently
chef.
a better cook than me.
Leo, you can't just let him outdo you like that.
Oh, it's fine. I'm breaking shit. Such trivialities like
YouTube
no
is
longer
actually
concern me.
so buns. YouTube's alright, I guess. I'm legally obligated to say that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
How else am I gonna get my YouTube money? If I don't kiss ass for a while. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love the hatching of the trees. I love it so much.
Alright, well, I just finished cooking all of the stuff that was about to go bad.
Nice.
Is it tasty?
It's back up to full durability now. That's how cooking things works.
Durability?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Okay, Filbert, this game's actually peak. You can sit in an office chair and roll it around.
Yeah.
New mode of transportation unlocked.
There are actually in-game skips you can do using the office chair. It's really funny. What the fuck? How the fuck did you get in here?
You left the door open. So I thought I just walked right in. Was I not invited? I can leave. It's okay.
Fucking. Why did you put a jump pad under my bed, Leo?
It was necessary.
I did not do it. I did not. I did not.
I did not have sexual relations with that jump pad. Gilbert, today I learned that you can't say sexual assault on YouTube or something.
Oh,
No,
well,
people say-
You're also not supposed to say words like kill or die, but yeah.
They say that apparently people say SA instead.
Yeah. You can't say pedo, you have to say PDF. Come on.
I'm pretty sure that's not actually a rule. I think what it is you can't say the things in, like, the first 5 minutes of a video. I think the rules are a little more lax for streams. Yeah.
Why? Because the YouTube agents haven't showed up to your doorstep yet to like break your ankles?
No, just what I've heard from other people who have been in the game way longer than I have.
Who are these people, and what is their game?
John Tron, and his game is Tron John.
There's no fucking way that's true!
Trimothy Jimothy. But that goes for, like, basically everything, like political topics, swearing. I think maybe slurs are exempt. I think slurs are just something that... I guess the rules only really apply to monetization, though.
I mean, they can also clearly just not show your videos and they like recommend them and stuff.
Well, I think that's more because the videos aren't good.
How goes the deconstruction of the third floor, bud?
I think it went well, and now I'm just deconstructing the second floor. There's a bunch of there's a bunch of computers here that we haven't broken yet.
Yeah.
You can't say Filbert's name as British Cigarette Bert. Yeah, that's generally not recommended.
I just tab over, I see 4 of Bretto's messages in a row held for review. Listen, Darla, we push the limits of streaming content here. And by we, I mean mostly Kingpin. I'm just playing Abiotic Factor.
I don't know if I'd say I push limits.
You're a real limit pusher, Mr. Kingpin.
I think either I'm crossing lines or I am... My content is typically just subpar.
I think it's just simply that you do not have the energy to be like, hey, cut it out, my algorithm.
No, I actually don't really care that much. People are finding the streams. Maybe not as many as would be if I were a little more strict about it, but people are still finding the streams. Okay. I think I can live with this. Let's get rid of the sketch layer. I think I can live with this. The tones might do a little bit more to tie everything together, because I would still need to do shadows for the shadows cast by the trees, but that will come later.
I've hit cooking 10.
Oh shit, he's cooking.
Oh yeah, I got a VOD recommended to me. You're getting on For You pages. Well, I'm glad Bretto found his way past moderation. I'm sure that won't come back around to bite us in the butt. Well, yeah, and I think it probably just ended up in your For You page because you watched the streams. You've watched the stream for long enough, so. But in the event that it is, like, I guess people are finding it that way, you know, that's good. We want more of that.
Well, Leo, instead of a bunch of uncooked food spoiling in the fridge, now it's a bunch of cooked food. So next time you swing by, just add a bunch of it to your inventory and eat while you're out, bud.
True and real and
Fair enough.
true.
I...
I've got severe radiation poisoning from handling all the schmeat.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that tends to happen.
that.
Did you say don't say stuff like that?
I asked you not to say it like that. You know, for my benefit. He called it Shmee, okay?
Listen.
Oh. There's supposed to be dialogue here, and I've completely forgotten what the dialogue was. Let's find that out real quick. Okay, I need to navigate to the folder. That's all of this. Excuse me! God, I'm just Burpy McBurperson right now.
What a freak!
Okay.
Yeah, that's something's radiation poisoning, Mr. Scientist, man.
Scientist. Excuse you, Filbert. Nasty. I don't know what you did.
I burped, but also you burped, and she didn't call you, like, Darla didn't call you nasty. I think this is just, like, a double standard.
I think my burps are quirky and charismatic, and your burps are just gross and give off an air of I don't know, pedophile uncle or something.
I'm gonna have to kill you, I
think. Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Favoritism. Alright.
Based. Based. Let's see, where are we? What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, add dialogue. Bah, she says emphatically.
Yeah, check the fridge, buddy.
That's a lot of food.
That's a lot of food. Okay. Oops. Oh, I see. Nice. Can't wait for a certain mod to check the chat and find a bunch of messages about British cigarettes. It's true, Filbert is the only one who checks the chat. Which is kind of just the reason why I modded him in the first place.
From where? Curb stomped.
Okay, if you insist. Okay. And get rid of that, and then let's merge these two and then lower the opacity on that. Good. I could just DM Filbert. You certainly could, sir.
ABSS.
What other components do you want or need?
You should get fucking rubber bands
Negative
so we can make
space.
some.
That was the term I
bows.
was looking for. Not blank space, not white space, negative space.
You're a negative space, buddy.
That's so mean.
Huh, repairing stuff and... What?
Say what?
Okay, I was really confused for a second there, because the game told me I could repair a drumstick with scrap metal.
Can you not?
No, I tried.
Oh, okay. A little disappointing, but we'll make it through this.
In these trying times, citizens. I just can't stop vomiting from all this radiation poisoning I have.
Yeah, it'll do that. Has your skin started to peel off yet, or do we gotta wait?
Nah, I just vomit out the radiation and it's fine.
Oh.
That's not how it works.
I vomited on your bed, Leo. I'm sorry.
I mean, it'd be nice if if that's how it worked. I'd be all for it. If it worked like that. Okay, let's bring that back. Opacity back up. Boom! Speech bubbles are done. Mike, when are you gonna read Absolute Batman? Maybe never. I'll read it right after Ultimate Spider-Man. How's that?
So never?
Shh. Don't tell him. Don't let him know.
I'm almost at cooking level 12 now, Leo.
Bro's cooked at level 12. All right, I'm willing to say that's a page well done. We can move on to the next. Moving on up. All right, let's get rid of that. Now that, listen here, Bretto. That is an O face. All right. That's what I'm here to say. None of you were here for that conversation. That one's just between me and Bretto. Let's see here. I pity the women in your life. Of which there are zero! Zero bitches! No bitches allowed in my pillow fort. You kidding me? Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. Phil, would you ever let a woman into your pillow fort?
After what happened last time.
That is the perfect response.
I still remember the Western Theater.
Alright, there we go.
I just keep getting fucking severe radiation poisoning. There's vomit everywhere. It's everywhere.
Just stop it. Just stop getting radiation
I can't
poisoning.
stop it.
What's wrong with you?
The meat's irradiated.
Well, just throw it away.
No, Filbert, it is your time to cook. Simple as.
Why does he need women when he has Filbert and Leo? Why do I need women if I have Leo? I don't know. Filbert... I don't know. Filbert's not like the strongest, let's say, example.
What does he mean by this, guys?
Try a white woman this time?
Buddy, those haven't been any better. Listen, Brett, I've seen you post about your women's stories, buddy.
We're just gonna air all of this out on the stream? Is that really how this is gonna play out?
I like how you say, like, we've been giving out some real specific details.
Well, it sounded like you were gearing up to. Rejecting Filbert. Listen, I just gotta... Sometimes I gotta put the guy who shits in Leo's bed in his place, alright? Can you really blame me?
Behavers.
Damn, it's already been 2 hours? Holy Jesus.
It's okay, Darla. I'm used to it.
He's not used to it. He's actually crying right now. No one can stop the force that is Filbert. I've seen people get pretty close, but to this day, nobody has been able to stop them.
Leah, we have 6 whole bags of feces.
What a thing to declare.
I don't know if you know that movie of the astronaut that gets
The
stranded
Martian.
in Mars. Yeah.
Matt Damon. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Damon.
I love that fucking movie.
And the fact that he survived on potatoes, that he fertilized himself.
With his shit, yeah.
Yeah, we're basically having to do that.
Yeah.
It's for survival.
Okay. What part of that necessitates the shit being in your bed?
None of it. It's just an animal.
Keep it up and it's going in your soup next time.
See, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
I'm dying of
see.
radiation poisoning, Leo.
Have you
I
considered
hope you die
it's
faster.
karma?
There's vomit everywhere.
Have you considered this as karma? Trying to add detail where there really doesn't need to be any. That is me. That is the Kingpin way. Darla, you do the arts, right? You're an artisan, as they call them.
She practices the dark arts.
The dark arts. You've been participating in Inktober this year? Because I got 2 days in, and then I fucked it up. I'm artistic.
I am dying of dehydration now because of my severe radiation poisoning causing me to vomit so much.
I want to. I started something. Well, something is better than nothing.
Where are the iodine tablets at?
I ate that food.
They should be in one of the cabinets. Probably the one next to the fridge.
My tablet is not gonna like it. My storage sucks. Well, that's why you use your tablet storage as like a limited storage, or not a limited storage, but a temporary storage, and then you just put everything online so it's stored forever or something. Okay, that should be good enough.
Well, that is just about all the food we have currently cooked, and it's left me at a total of cooking level 13.
It's getting
Great
jiggy
stuff.
with it, guys. It's getting really good at cooking. It's not gonna work. I use my tablet to do digital art. I
Who
mean,
are you out there fighting this time, you whore?
yeah, obviously, but I think you could
No one?
probably.
Now, why are you injured? What's
Like,
wrong
if
with
you-
your torso, you freak?
I don't know, if you offload it to a secondary site, like if you've got a computer, you can transfer those files over the internet pretty easily, and then just use your computer storage to store all of that. And they're image files, so they don't really take up all that much space in the grand scheme of things. Like, I maybe have, on my computer, I maybe have, like, a terabyte max of artwork. And honestly, I don't even think I have that much, but that's just kind of my conservative estimate there.
What about your Democrat estimate?
My liberal estimate
Your
is,
liberal estimate, yeah.
There is 400 terabytes of artwork, worth of artwork, that is lost to time forever, because either I lost the physical sketchbooks I used to draw in, or because I didn't save the artwork onto anything. Which is something I've done before. I've drawn like a bunch of shit on my tablet and then never saved it, and it's just lost in the ether somewhere.
My lord, I have learned how to craft a million new cooking recipes, but we haven't found the ingredients for any of them.
Fair enough.
Dealing with the storage problem when it becomes a problem. when it's in front of me. Fair enough.
Did you get those rubber bands, Leo?
Rubber bands.
I need 3 computational bricks.
You may have them.
Is that something you craft using materials?
Yes, I've already...
Do you have everything?
Other than bio scrap, what happened to all of our bio scrap? What the hell?
I ate it.
It's somewhere.
I thought we had like 10 or 15 of it, but we actually don't have any. I'll just scrap some of this food we have.
Fuck it. We'll just keep it. We'll just make it easy on me. Actually, with that, because technically the tooth wouldn't. Huh.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you, but I hit strength 20.
Kingpin, you big back. I heard that. I don't know what I did to make you call me fat, but okay.
Tubby?
Oh, because I said I ate that. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Mike, I don't want to alarm you, but I think they blacklisted as a word in this chat. Yeah, well, can't imagine why they would do something like that.
Okay, there's that, then this, and I can unpin wraps and base. Cool.
Maybe I didn't actually. I'm running on sugar. Yeah, absolutely. You were hallucinating it due to your sugar rush. For sure.
Oh, we've hit crafting 5. Nice.
Hey, Filbert. I know of another place with a robot.
We don't need another one.
We don't? Okay.
Yeah, you do. Don't let him lie to you like that, Leo. You need as many robots as you can get your hands on. Wait, that just makes it look like she has like a crazy fucking cavity. Maybe the attention I'm trying to pay to these molars is not... Can you remove the custom blacklist Filbert made? Fredo, I don't know why you need so desperately to say that. Okay. But if you could before and you can't now, maybe take that as a sign that you shouldn't have in the first place.
My inventory is full.
Dude, I'm fucking slamming this beer so fucking fast. This is what you people do to me. You drive me to drink. I'm just kidding. I would be drinking either way tonight.
I'm sorry, I don't have any coffee for you right now, coworker.
Coworker.
Yeah.
Who's
He
the
likes
coworker?
coffee in his coffee hole.
Oh. Oh. Is that a fact?
That's a true fact. That's a truth bomb right there.
A truth nuke, even? Can we rename Filbert in Mug Life?
You know, you can't say Bretto's not dedicated to his bits.
No, I would never say Filbert is Filbert. Wow, holy shit. The alcohol might be setting in a little bit. Might be affecting my ability. But no, yeah. Bretto is notoriously famous for being very committed to his bits. I mean, you don't sneak into your biggest ops Minecraft server being a fucking Chinese guy, not be committed. Like, that was a long con. I'm in your mind. So true. Always thinking of you, Bretto. Oh, all them sniffles. You should really
Oh, hello, Peccary.
read USM and Absolute Batman. Maybe one of these days. Maybe one day.
Can I just say, I love the fact that you can scrap plants into fucking plastic.
Well, I mean, are they plastic plants?
I guess that's the implication, yes.
Then it makes sense to me. Oh, I need that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Then we draw the eyebrows. There we go. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the dialogue first again.
You always forget.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of easy to do that, you know? It's kind of easy to just let it slip your mind. Okay, I'm back. I got some mango. What did I miss? Nothing. Perfect aim. One of the best to ever do it.
Bro, I am over here jamming.
What are you jamming to?
Songs, music,
Oh,
fucking.
I would have
dumbass.
never guessed.
I know. It's just how you are, buddy. I understand.
Chat, he's insulting me again.
Why, hello there. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
I got the sneak attack. Let's go. Why is there so much hydrochloric acid lying around in here?
My bad. That's on me. I'd clean it up, but I got the hell out of Dodge. Alright.
Wow, there's a lot of duct tape up here.
I know there's supposed to be dialogue here.
You can feel it?
The dialogue? No. But I can read my thumbnails where I wrote all of it, so...
I close my eyes and I let the dialogue flow through me.
True. True and real. Maybe I'll just do it later, you know what? I think I'm just gonna do it later.
Guys, he's not gonna do it later.
Worry about it later. Right now, I just want to turn my brain off and ink.
I broke my leg.
Did you need it?
And now I'm getting tongue tickled by a carbuncle.
Damn. Where can a guy get some of that, huh?
Abiotic Factor. It's on Steam.
Yeah, good enough. Give me that sketch layer back.
I see you've made a chef's counter, even though I don't think we can use it yet.
Let's see.
There are a couple. There is a one recipe,
We'll do
maybe
one
two that we can do.
We'll do
Root beer
it's-
float and the other one.
We'll be
raw
able to use
pepper
it to
sausages.
butcher the fucking fish when we have to go fishing in the goddamn hell dimension.
I love fishing in the hell dimension.
Listen, you might not know, but Leo knows.
That you're gonna shit in his bed
Oh,
again? Yeah,
God,
he knows.
do I know?
Why did that open a print menu? What the fuck? Alright. Not important. Not important. We keep moving. I just keep moving forward. Oh, it just occurred to me that I'm probably gonna have to draw books in this bookshelf. You know what I hate most about drawing?
Drawing?
Haha. This filbert guy, he knows me too well. Oh. I need this. Yeah. Let's go down to the...
Ugh.
Oh. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, that is wrong. I need this perspective ruler to be over here. Maybe about there. It's a bit of a tap down look, okay? So maybe right around here. Let's try that.
I need you to know, Leo, I just carry around a Chopinator at all times.
That is morbid.
I like how it's just called a Chopinator. I love drawing until it forces me to draw detail. Well, just draw everything small. And you'll never have to draw detail. Rimple as.
Oh, did they remove it? That's so sad.
Come on, give me the... yeah, there we go. The slant. Okay, yeah. I did make that secondary layer. Let's just do... yeah, we'll buy something like this. Good. Good. Alright, I can live with that. If I draw everything small, the end drawing is gonna be pixelated. No, I mean, like, draw it as if it was... as if there was a camera, right? Your canvas is the lens of the camera. And the camera is pulled back. So really, you're drawing, like, big in size, but not with that much detail, because you're emulating how it looks at a smaller scale. If that makes sense. I don't know a real good way to describe what I'm getting at. Other than just saying, draw low resolution, but... that's the technical term for it, and I don't know if everybody's privy to the technical terms. You're not making sense, Kingpin? Well... I don't really know how to better explain it. I guess we can always demonstrate it. We always demonstrate it. So let's go ahead. Do a little fun. We'll do a little fun demonstration of what I'm talking about, okay? So... that doesn't create a layer. That does, okay. So let's say we've got camera angle. And actually, I'm going to do this in pencil because I like it better in pencil. So here's your canvas. Alright, this is your canvas. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a copy. In fact, I'm going to make 2 copies. Perfect. So let's take canvas 1. Now imagine this is your whole canvas. You can't draw outside of the canvas. You can't draw outside of the canvas because you've opened up your application and you made a canvas and it's this size. So just imagine for a second. This is the size of the canvas you're working with. You can't work with any other size. Yeah. Just focus on what is inside the lines here. Alright, and I imagine what you're doing is you're probably drawing, you know, like a... Let's say you're drawing a face. You know, you got the general features of the face. He's got a big old head. He's got some funny hair. Some big eyes. You know, maybe they're a little too far apart, but that's okay. We don't care. We don't care that they're too far apart. Funny little guy here, right? And now, you want to get in here, and you want to give him, like, all the details. So you want to get real close in. You want to give him, you know, here's his nose. You want to define that real good. You want to give him the luscious lips. I don't know if you would want to give him the luscious lips. Actually, that would look fucking crazy. But here we are doing it anyway. Say the light's probably... Well, let's say the light's probably casting downwards. So he's got that there. The nose gets a little crazy because I'm doing this on the fly to give a demonstration. And you're going through, you're giving all the crazy details. I'm making him look emaciated for the purpose of this demonstration. But you've got it, you know, you've got the canvas zoomed in. Don't laugh at him. He's just a swell guy, okay? He's an okay guy. He looks like he's about to die, but in all actuality, he's like the best there is. You know, he's a real trooper. You're spending all this time doing all these details because, you know, it's like, oh, I gotta zoom in and I gotta make this absolutely perfect. You know, I gotta give him all the right stuff. Well, what I'm saying is instead of, you know, zooming in and doing all that right, you know, like zoom out, you know. So make it look like the camera's panned out. It's panned out and you don't see a lot of the features. You're gonna do like the same guy, kinda like what I did at the beginning, right? We're gonna give him the low resolution.
Okay, so I was double checking. They did patch it. That's so tragic.
This way you can get away with not drawing details, and it'll still look alright. Because, you know, the brain is going to recognize, hey, this is zoomed out, and naturally, if it's zoomed out, I wouldn't be able to see the details, you know? I wouldn't be able to see all those details. So you can give yourself the excuse to not draw the details. Even though you're working with the same canvas size, you don't need You don't need all those details. That's what I'm trying to say.
So where are you at, Leo?
I'm in base. Boiling water.
He does look kind of crazy. I don't know if I could salvage this even if I wanted to.
So they used to have it to where you could unload and reload your weapon by holding R and unselecting the ammo. And you could use this to farm reloading XP really quickly, which is good because by default, reloading is the slowest shit ever and is miserable. I guess the most recent patch that they dropped like a week before we started playing patched it out.
Damn.
That's also probably for the best though, because apparently the patch they dropped like a week ago also broke a lot of people's save files. That's why I said we should start a new one, because I heard that it was causing game breaking issues.
Okay. Fair enough.
I have kind of created a monster with this, haven't I?
What the fuck are you doing, King? What the fuck did I just tab over to?
Terrifying, isn't it?
He looks like the guy that's gonna touch you in an alley.
Well, maybe he will. Just don't get on his bad side, okay? Just don't get on his bad side for a bit. Just don't let him near you. Just keep your doors locked. I hope this becomes the stream thumbnail. I think that would be really funny. What did he go through? He looks so happy in the other sketch. Well, this guy's been through a lot, okay. It's kind of like a manifestation of...
Did they make boiling water faster at least? Does it not take a fucking million pots?
It's
a
still slow
manifestation
as
of
fuck.
Are you using the bucket?
my internal conflict.
Yes.
Good.
I mean, all this water over here is tainted water that I took from the pool.
Yeah, we're drinking pool water, guys. What about it?
Pool water is my favorite, honestly. This is special in its own kind of way, you know? It really fills me with fear and dread. Mike wants the fire. I'm taking a screenshot of the shit. Mike wants the fire punch, audience. Oh,
You're
it
having
is
a
kind
time
of
there, buddy.
amazing. I'm having a good time. Honestly, I think people would probably prefer it. I had a bad time if this is what it looks like when I'm having the time of my life, you know? I don't know why I drew the second one.
Well, seeing as how I can't farm reloading the same way as before, I guess I'm just gonna do the old classic of having a sniper duel with a robot until it dies.
True, real. Alright, let's go back to working on the actual comic. I think I may have, in my attempt to illustrate this point, I think I may have lost the plot a bit. I don't think it got across any better than what I was going for last time, so mission failed successfully, I'll say.
Be glad that I am doing one-on-one combat with you, robot. Normally, you would die by Chopinator.
Yeah? Is that a fact?
Feel honored.
What if I
Clanker.
Kingpin, you scare me. What was
sorry,
so
I just
scary
realized I'm
about
gonna
that
trigger
guy?
Darla. I didn't mean to.
He was just over-rendered, you know? There's nothing scary about that. I almost spilled that shit all over me.
Man, you fucking bitch.
Whoa. You calm down with that kind of language, mister.
Listen, this robot thinks he can just tase me, okay?
Probably for good reason. I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm shooting him with a makeshift crossbow. The bolts are just pins I found lying around the office.
I don't know what you mean, Darla. I have never felt more clarity in my life than this moment. Looks like that one creepy uncle after you tell on him. Well, I wouldn't know. Mike, what do you think of...
Is there a reason
Sanaya
you're doing this, Leo? I did this exclusively to grind XP.
As your
I didn't need help.
Female prime minister?
Oh, okay.
Did they elect
Well,
a
if
female
that's the
prime
case,
minister?
I hope you don't matter having a conversation with me while you're doing this.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Hey, Philbert, I have a question.
Yeah.
I found these in my stove.
Yeah.
Are they yours?
No, that's crazy talk.
Yeah?
They're his. They're 100%
Bad
his.
Philbert.
There is no other possible explanation than that they are his.
Guys, Leo's assaulting me.
And you probably deserve it.
He's trying to claim that I shit on his stove.
Yes. Is it them?
I
You
did
have
not.
a bit of a history. There is precedent.
Listen, dude, it was my third cousin, I swear.
And it is based, says Breadman.
Based on what?
A true story.
Alright. I'm gonna go unlock security. That's the place where we set up base last time, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Well, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go to sleep, because if I don't, I'm gonna die of exhaustion. 1 second.
21st night of September. Well, my stuffy nose was gone for a bit. Filbert, who else shits themselves?
Leo does.
Oh, no, I don't shit myself. That was premeditated first degree shitting on your bed. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna, you know what?
Legend
I'm
of
gonna go.
Darkseid.
I'm gonna go buy 20 cups of coffee just to like shit myself faster. That's not sarcasm. That's a mechanic in this game.
That's not a promise, it's a threat. Okay, I know I just got done claiming that I wasn't intoxicated, but I think it hit me all at once, and yeah, I'm really feeling it right now.
He's really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it. 6 minutes left in stream. So, probably no better time to feel it. All things considered. You guys will get to hear me try and do the outro. Intoxicated. That'll be fun. I feel like I messed up doing this forehead thing. Yeah.
All right, let me use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
And he was never heard from again. Ooh. Leo, what would you do if Filbert disappeared tomorrow?
What you mean?
Like, if he just disappeared tomorrow and you knew, somehow you knew, without a doubt, that he was never coming back.
What would I do? What would I say?
Yeah.
It was Kingpin's fault.
Yeah, I kind of set myself up for that one by asking the question in the first place. So, I'm willing to accept that as an answer. You are drunk, dog? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I'm not drunk enough where it's a problem, though. Or I guess I should say, I'm not drunk enough for it to be a problem. I don't know, Leo. On a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk would you say I am?
Happy yesterday.
What?
It's that sort of like buzz you get when you're like chill and you're not gonna get that big of a hangover.
Yeah.
It might just be that you're a functional alcoholic.
Probably not. I have never gotten drunk enough to really tell, but I imagine probably not. Okay, I think that looks good. Gonna gaze upon this whole page with sober eyes, and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck was I thinking? But for right now, it looks okay. Get him jailed. Get who jailed? Me? What did I do? Listen, if you thought I was a danger to myself before, you jail me? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, you don't know what you're in for. I don't know, you killed Filbert? Oh, okay. Alright. I mean, kill is a strong word. I just made him disappear for a while, alright? No, I don't know. You never get your friends to just disappear once in a while? You know, give them like a vacation. Impromptu. For a while has probably never coming back. Listen. He'll come back for another stream, I'm sure. Filbert's a trooper. You can't keep the guy down. Like I said before, I've seen many people try. All of them have failed. He's basically a roach. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. Well, that being said, it is 11, and usually I would go a bit longer on these streams just to finish out the page. But I am kind of tired and I am kind of drunk. Unkillable no matter how hard you try. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. What was I saying? Yeah. It's 11. Usually I would go longer. But I am drunk. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So. All things considered. So, thank you to all my viewers. Past, present, and future. Especially you, Darla, and Bredo. For coming to hang out. Thanks, Leo, for hanging out with me. I would be thanking Filbert if he was here. But he is not. But yeah. Appreciate everybody coming. I will have a schedule posted tomorrow for what days I'm going to stream coming weeks. Here's a coming week. So stay tuned for that. And, yeah. Go ahead and say goodbye, Leo.
Goodbye.
Excellent. Alright. Let's hit the transition. Woo!